So I made a video earlier and I decided to delete it because I felt like I didn't want to take away from my siblings' grieving, process. So first and foremost, before I even get into this, I just really want to say that not to take away from my my siblings, grieving process or experience, but this is my experience and my truth personally. So, I mean, like I said, if y'all follow my podcast and my lives, like, y'all know that, like, 3 days ago, I talked about me wanting to have a relationship with my daddy and, like, me, like, never having that. And just, like, wanting him to acknowledge, like, his faults, his wrongs, and, just me having closure about that. And me, like, never really getting it. And if you will watch my live, I say, like, I really want to get him on here and we could talk about it. Like, I just want to know why, like, what was going through your head? Like, was it me? I just want you to tell me, like, even it when you, like, I was just on some other. So I had planned for that or whatever. Like, just thought that was going to happen. So this morning, like at 1 a.m., I get a call, and it's from my brother. He said that my daddy passed. So instantly, I'm like, not really knowing how to feel, because it's like I want to go down. I want to go to the house. You know how we do, all meet up. But then the other half of me, like, I don't really know him to even really, do all that. I don't want to seem fake. Like, I didn't want to confuse myself. So I call my brother back and I'm like, like, do you need me to come for you? Because, I'm not really with all that. And he like, man, I know, I don't want you to feel awkward. Like, he know that I really didn't have a relationship with our daddy. And so I hung the phone up. So now I'm thinking, I'm like, man, if I don't go, maybe this is my only way to closure. Like, I'm thinking, like, if I don't go, I'm never gonna get closure. Like, like, maybe I just need to feel his presence or, like, whatever. It's personal at this point, because I've already mentally said that I'm ready to get to know him already. I've been ready, like, but I'm really gonna stick my neck out there and really, like, stick my neck out there for him. And when I finally came to that conclusion, I get a call that he died. So this is how crazy, like, God worked. So after all that time of thinking, going back and forth, should I go? I don't really know them. I really don't get along with them like that. It ain't that I just don't have a relationship with them. So I'm thinking, like, should I go? So this is how crazy, this is how God worked. This is how he talked to me. I get in the call. I check the time. It's 3:33 in the morning. So 3:33. If you look up angel number 333, you will see that it means, like, encouragement. And like, this is the time to where you really find your purpose in life. So, I go there. I mean, on my way there, because I stay in BR, he in Sorrento. So I'm just driving. I got church music going. I'm just trying to mentally get my mind right. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, like, just praying, just praying, like, just let whatever happens. So I get there, and it's just like, just to see my siblings. And these is people, like, we don't live far from each other. Like, if we wanted to have a relationship, I feel like we could, but it's so many of us. And I'm speaking from my experience. I'm not trying to shadow nobody else's grieving moment or nothing like that. But so I get that, it's crazy. Like, while I'm there, I'm just really contradicting myself. Like, damn, Kevin, like, I feel like so numb, because I feel like I want to cry. Like, I should be crying because, I just lost my daddy. But it's like, I can't really feel for him because I don't know him. Like, what I'm saying? We've never had a relationship. We've never had a conversation like that. Like, now, granted, I didn't see my daddy before. Like, I pop up on him all the time. Like, what I'm saying? Like, I have no guilt. I was okay with him leaving. And it wasn't like, oh, I disrespected him, or, he asked me to come see him and I never came seeing him. It was never no guilt, because I know I did, and I tried to meet him where he was at. And, you know, if you know my daddy, then you know he struggled with drugs or, you know, whatever like that. And I've never asked him to be clean. Like, you got to be clean to have a relationship with me. Never. Because I understand that if he could, he would, definitely. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I understood that, you know, I just wanted to meet him where he was at. I was willing to just meet him where he was at. And, you know, I got tired of feeling like I'm the parent. Like, I always got to reach out to you. I always have to reach out to you first to get a relationship from you. And, you know, and it just would never come through. And it's just crazy because, like, literally 3 days ago, y'all, I was just talking about this on my live, how I wanted to have a relationship with him. And I think, like, I grieve more, or I feel like I want to cry, or, like, if you watch my last live before I made this one, I deleted it. So if you wasn't on there, you didn't see it. But I started crying. Like, I kind of shed a tear unexpectedly and not willingly, because it's just like, I never want people to get it mixed up. I'm not crying because I loved him so much and, oh my God, my daddy. I'm crying because I never got to love him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's my father, so of course, but I'm crying because I've never got to know him. I'm crying because of what we could have been, or what relationship we could have had. Like, you know, like, I see him with his other kids, you know, his in-home kids, and I'm like, damn, they lucky. Like, you know, like, a piece of daddy is better than not having none at all. Like, that's what I felt. Like, you know, but to them, like, they've been exposed to more and more of the stuff, which making them not really even respect him like that. But I'm thinking, like, shit, if only I can have, if my daddy could even remember my birthday, like, I'd be cool with that. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? If he can even just hit me up sometime, like, how you doing? Like, I'd be okay with that, just a little bit, you know. And I guess I just say that because they take the little piece of relationship they have for granted, when me over here, I'm begging for a daddy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and now, like I said, I kind of put a time on it. Like, I'm gonna have forever, because I never even thought that, you know, everybody have an expiration date, you know what I'm saying? We know everybody go die and all that, but, you know, it's just some people that, like, I'm about to take these lashes off because I can't. It's getting real, y'all. But it's just like, some people, like, you really can't, like, fathom the thought of them leaving, because you just don't even think like that. And I think, like, I just, you know, like, I just felt like we was gonna always have that time. Like, you know, I just never thought about it, honestly. And, like, when I got that call, like, he died, like, I had to ask him 3 times, like, he died? Like, what the, like, you know. And it's just, like, being there and, like, knowing, like, that's somewhere I pop up at. And, you know, like I said, me personally, like, I was just tired of me being the parent, and I wanted to step back and be the daughter. Like, I want you to embrace me. I want you to come to me. Like I said, I was never the one to say, you know, I want you clean, 100% clean. Never. Because I understand that you can't be that for me, and I'm fine with that. But I want you to know I'm going to embrace you. I'm going to meet you where you at. And me having you as this daddy, I'm 26 years old. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with having a daddy, just having a daddy at 26, because I want you so bad, and I need you. Like, that's how it was for me. Like, I needed this closure so bad, and it's just like, to know that I would never get that, you know, it's just something personal that I have to really, you know, like, really think about. Like, do that just mean, like, you know, I gotta just, I don't know. Like, I'm speechless, because it's like, I want to cry. I feel like I have to cry. Like, I feel like that's the right thing to do. But, like, I'm so numb, it won't let me cry, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I crying for? Like, I'm crying because I wanted that. You know, I'm more missing something that I never had. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I wouldn't even say it hurt me to see him having a relationship, but I just felt like when he had relationships with his other kids, like, I felt like y'all take that for granted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he is who he is, and, you know, that make you kind of demean him a little bit, because you know, you didn't see him do so much. Like, you know, you don't have respect for him. But I'm, on the other hand, like, I take that. You know what I'm saying? I love that, like, you know. And it's just the thing of, like, like I said, from young, like, this is something I've been struggling with from young, like, you know, just always like, I wish I had a daddy. Like, I want my daddy to save me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when, I don't know, it's just like, it's really hard to talk about. And I guess it's just like, damn, how do I find closure? Like, you know, it's just like, where to go from here. And again, like, I'm not crying because I miss him. Like, it's not that. I'm crying because I guess, like, I'm more hurt and confused because I know that if we could have, like, we would have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we could have been, like, it would have been so dope. Like, I know this, like, and it's just like, if you have somebody that, like I said 3 days ago, about 3 or 4 days ago, I say, man, I'm gonna get my daddy on here. Like, I really want to ask him stuff. Like, I really just want to have a relation. I understand just prayer about it. Like, I'm not asking, like, no, that's not what this is for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just basically me letting y'all know that if you have somebody and you know, you really want to, don't put no time on it. Like, don't say, oh, I'm gonna do it next week. You know, I'm gonna call my dad up and try to have a relationship next week. No, like, I didn't get that chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, I have no guilt because every time I seen him, I tried to make a relationship with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have tried more than once, and it's because he was dealing with what he was dealing with, he was not able to fulfill that. And I'm fine with that, but I know I've tried, so, you know, I'm not feeling guilty about it. It's just the thing of, like, you know, my son never knowing his grandfather. Like, my son met him one time, like, and that was this year. Like, that picture I posted on my page, that was this year. My son is 2 years old and he met him one time. It's been plenty of times I have tried to pop up and bring my son to meet him, but because of his condition, I was not going to allow my son to see him like that. So he never got the chance to meet him. And again, I'm saying this is my experience. Like, I don't want my siblings to feel like I'm putting, you know, I don't want them to feel like I'm taking away from their grieving, you know, experience or nothing like that. But this is just me personally. And it's just like, because I was deprived of that, I didn't have that, you know, when I was growing up. I wanted my son to, you know, at least, like, I'm thinking, like, well, shit, at least he get to, you know, be in my son life. Like, he told me he asked me, can he be a part of my son life? And I'm like, of course. I feel like this. I don't care what type of drugs he was on. I don't care about none of that. Like, I'm willing to meet you where you at, because I want to love you so much. Like, it's okay with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. Like, and like I said, to know that I would never have that closure. And it just, like, I guess every time I really say that word, like, it just really, it's just so real. Like, I'm never going to have that closure. Like, all I have to do is assume and, you know, like, think like, oh yeah, he wanted the best, or yeah, he loved me, or, you know, but I can't hear it from him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and every time I would go there, you know, he would say, like, man, I love you, man. Like, you know, like, but it was just like, I wanted that real. Like, I needed that real love. Like, I needed that. I have never hugged my daddy before. Like, 26 years old, like, you know, and I don't do the whole crying thing on live. Like, that's definitely not me. But it's just like, it's real, y'all. Like, you know, just like I come on here and I tell y'all, like, about mental health and I'm all about it. Like, this is real. Like, you have to speak it to heal it, and that's all I'm doing. And like, I'm sure it's other people out there who lost someone before you can mend a relationship with them, or even gain, like, see us, it was never about mending a relationship because we had never gotten one. And that's what I'm more up, I wouldn't even say I'm upset. That's what I'm more hurt by, because we didn't have that chance to even have a relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, thank you, but it wasn't, I just felt like, I know, like, I used to, like, I tell Dude all the time, like, I know, man, we could just, I know we would be tight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we one in the same. Like, I know we're one in the same, because when I see people talk about him, they only have funny stuff to say about him. Same with me, like I'm a clown. Like if you know me, like I'm always joking, like, you know, so I know we would have click, like, you know, like I'm just one of them people. Like I wanted to be that daughter, like, you know, oh dad, where you at? Like I cook, like that's who I wanted to be, and I never got that opportunity to be that, and I never got that opportunity to show. And I never, you know, like all I have is people telling me memories of him. I don't want the memories. Like I want to make our own memories. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just more. I just feel like right now it's just a thing of like, I feel like my next step is like just getting to know my siblings. Like, you know, I have like more than 18 siblings, like on my daddy's side, and like I really only know like 6 or 7 of them, and I don't know them. Like I know, you know, we can have a conversation, but I don't know them. Like I don't want to be a part-time sister. Like I want to be that sister, like you call me when you need something, vice versa, or you call me when you coming over. Like I want to be that person. Like, girl, I had to take my lashes off because, baby, they didn't want to let me live. Thank y'all, but like I said, I just really wanted to, you know, somebody just told me, like, Kiva, you should never deleted your first video. Like, people need to hear that. People need to see that side of you. Like, and like I said, again, like, I never want to take away from somebody else's, you know, grieving process or grieving moment. Like, you know, and this is just my experience. He wasn't what he was to me. He wasn't that to them. Like, you know, I seen people out there who really could not keep their composure because they go miss this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my hurt is coming from because I never knew this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we experiencing 2 different hurts, but still in all, we both of us still won't be able to have him. I'm experiencing more of a hurt from, like I said, like not knowing him and wishing that it could have been, and not having the opportunity no more. And my brother experiencing hurt from of knowing who he was, loving him genuinely. Like, you know, one call, that's all. Like, that's still my daddy. I don't care what y'all say about him, what type of nothing. Like, you know, he seen no wrong in him, so he's gonna miss him. And I'm like, damn, I wish I did have that. Like, damn, that's how that look. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's very hard for me to really identify those emotions, because I feel like you know, we tend to numb them so much. Well, me, I numb stuff so much because it's just like, this is way overdue. Like, when I see him, like, I want to cry. Like, you know, when I used to go see him, because I'm just looking like, damn, man, you just don't know how you missed out. Like, you don't know who your daughter, like, boy, you know who I am. Like, that's how I be feeling. Like, you just don't know how you missed out, Pops. Like, I always think that. And like I said, I meet him where he at. I don't never disrespect him, have never disrespect him, have never, no matter what he is, you know. It's just a thing of like, I know, bro, if you knew me, we would really be like this. Like, I really do hope you find a way to take this to a new level. You're really good expressing yourself, explaining and relating to topics that we can relate to, and don't mind chiming in. I'm proud of you. If you need any help figuring out, let me know. I'll help any way I can along the way. It's also sorry. Thank you so much. But like I said again, thank you. Like I said, I want my podcast to be real, and this is raw emotion. Like, I just took off my lashes on live. If you know me, I don't go nowhere without my lashes. Like, I don't care what time it is, baby, I'm putting them lashes on. Like, this is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going to get that opportunity to tell my daddy, like, I accept you. I had those opportunities, but I felt like we wasn't like that. And I felt like me being there, me popping up on him, let him know that we good. But I just wanted him to tell me, like, Kieran, it wasn't you. Like, you had, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't leave you because of you. Like, it's like so hard to even it's like so hard to even express, like, it's hard to even express the pain of knowing that, you know, like, I wanted that. Like I said, like, I just spoke about this a couple days ago, like, saying how I really wanted to, you know, really have a relationship with him. And for whatever reason, I felt like I didn't think about his expiration date. I didn't think about my, like, you know, we don't think about stuff like that. So I thought I had time. So I put all this in a plan and emotion. I'm like, oh, I'm going to hit up Duty. You know, my brother, and I'm going to say because my brother just came over here for my birthday. If y'all was on my live, y'all seen him come over here. And he was saying, man, like, my daddy doing good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, shit, that's a perfect opportunity. Like, I want him where he at. Like, you know, I don't care about nothing. Like, thank y'all for encouraging me. But, like, really, like, I just never want to, I couldn't imagine, like, I don't know how he feel. Like, I'm sure he love all his kids. Like, he got buku of us. Like, you know, I'm sure of all of that. But it's just like, to not have a relationship with your daddy and to not know your siblings like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know some of them. Like, my sister Kiosha, she just commented. My brother Snoop, he on here. But, like, it's just like I said, we all experienced him differently. So, you know, like, the moments that they had with him, I never experienced that. Like, to see my sister able to, like, post him and with her kids, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, like, it's like, I wish I had that. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like, we take it for granted because, like, you know, you feel like that's what they're supposed to do. But everybody not blessed to have that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just really hard for me because, like I said, I just spoke on this, like, couple days ago, saying how I want to have a relationship with my dad. I'm gonna reach out to him. Like, he gonna be on here. Like, the podcast gonna be so dope when I get him on here. Like, I'm writing down questions to ask him. Like, I'm really preparing myself for this mentally because I know I need this to close this chapter in my life and to heal some of my baggage that I have. Like, I know I need this. Like, I'm very in tune with myself. I self-analyze a lot. You know, like, when people see me, they don't really know me. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine that people don't know me. But one thing a person can say, like, I'm real. Like, I don't cut no corners. And I'm going to stand on however I feel. And just like I said, this is not so much of me missing him. Or, like, I had a really good relationship with him and I lost my dad. It's not about that. It's about what I didn't have with him. What I didn't experience with him. What I longed for and what I haven't had closure from, like, you know. And like I said, if y'all see me on my first video, I talked about this, and I deleted the video because I was thinking about, in the midst of my hurt, in the midst of my pain, I was still thinking about my siblings, and I didn't want to take away from them, and I didn't want them to feel like, oh, she's speaking on him and she didn't know the real him, because I don't know. I don't know who y'all knew. I wish I did. I wish I had the opportunity to know. I knew who I knew. I knew who he showed me who he was. Who he was to me, and he wasn't there. He was an absent father, you know. And I feel like people feel like I should have understood his absence because of his condition, because he was on drugs. I should understand. I understand, But that still don't take away the hurt. That don't take away the hurt that I see my little siblings growing up with a dad. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that don't take away that hurt. Like, and this is real. Like, and I'm not talking bad about him, like, but I'm going to be very authentic about me. Like, I'm 100%. And this is real. Like, I never got mad, but I felt like it was a lack of appreciation on their end. Like, y'all live. Like, I don't care if he's high when he come home. I don't care if he drunk. I don't care if y'all get to see him. Man, I can count on both of my hands how many times I seen my daddy in my life. I'm 26. He used to live right down the street from my grandmother. 3-4 houses down. Past my grandma's house every day. Passed me up every day. But he figured I was okay because I had my grandma. You know what I'm saying? He just assumed that I was okay because I was taken care of. But just don't know, like, every day I'm wondering, I'm thinking I'm not even good enough. Like, I used to see him with my sister. I used to see them going to Blue Bayou. This is facts. And if my sister's still on here, she can attest to this. Going to Blue Bayou and all that. And I'm calling him, you know. I'm like, oh, I want to come. I'm going to come get you. Never come get me. And at a point, I just was like, shit, well, I guess, like, you know, whatever, you know, they just, I don't know. Like, I didn't know what to think. So I thought what anybody would think, if you showing me the actions of you don't want me, that's how I'm going to feel. So that's fine. You know, I'll take that. You know, that's just some extra baggage that another nigga got to deal with. That's why I don't trust men. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's just more trauma, but we don't understand that. We don't know how to identify our trauma. That's why it's so important to self-analyze, because can't nobody tell me about me. Can't nobody silence me no more because I was already silenced. So, okay, that's fine. I'm going to just take y'all through how it happened to you. So, okay, my daddy wasn't there. Didn't really feel like my mama was there. You know what I'm saying? So, I got 2 absent parents, but both of them feel like somebody there. I didn't leave you on the street, so you good. Cool. Lost that parent figure. Then had to, you know, all right, cool. Now, I still got the trauma of my daddy not being there. Although I know why he's not there, because he's on drugs. But that does not excuse the fact, because I'm not asking you to come to me 100%. All I'm asking for is a little bit effort. Like, just show me you want me. Show me you want me there. And I'm all in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I had to take a step back. Like, come on, Kevin. Like, you can't do that, because you know he on drugs. So, you know, one day he could be this person, and then the next day he can't be your daddy. He can't be a father to you. So now I'm still stuck at a 5-year-old girl, because I have not moved past that stage in my life, because I need that closure. So here I am, 26, with a 2-year-old son. You know, I have a really good baby daddy, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no problems with him. But I'm still eventually I'm going to pour this unintentionally into my son, because I'm not able to heal it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that we have not healed, anything that's still a trauma, you're going to pour into your kids, whether it's intentionally or not. You know what I'm saying? It's things that I feel like I held my baby daddy on a higher pedestal, and I feel like he had to do because my daddy wasn't there, and I refused for that to happen to my son. And I shouldn't have did that. But that comes with self-analyzing. That comes with knowing that, you know, it's just like, I don't want the same thing. I don't want my child to go through what I've been through. But who said he gonna do that, though? But that's just the trauma of it. That's just what comes with it. I'm a fatherless girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? So here I go. I'm all throughout the, you know, on my journey of life, and I'm not understanding why I can't keep relationships, or why I'm so quick to get out of relationships. If I feel like abandoned, like if I feel like you don't want me, if I feel like I don't even think you gonna stay. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do, get what I gotta get, and I'm gonna go. You don't even have to go. But that's that trauma showing up. That 5-year-old girl, that's still her. You know what I'm saying? She just wants somebody to say, Kevin, like, you good. All I want, like, Kevin, you're good. Like, that's what I wanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted that. And, you know, my mama, she never said nothing bad about my daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've always made my own, always painted my own picture of him to who he showed me to be. Who he showed me he was. So, like I said, it's just trauma. Like I talked about this in my other video. It's just trauma that we don't identify as trauma, because people tell you that, oh girl, you know how many people daddy. That's not cool. Like, it's not funny to me. It's not comical to me. It's not cool that my daddy have 18 plus kids. That's not cool to me that I'm in a world with people and I'm standing next to this boy and he could be my brother. That's not cool to me. It's not cool that I don't know, because essentially we all are a part of him. Something, I don't know him to know what I have for him. So let's just say if he lie a lot, I got to know that that's in me. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what's in me because I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't know his blood. I don't know none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to know what's in my mama to know what type of stuff that's already poured into me. Like, thank you. But I got to know that. Like, it's so important to know who your mama and who your daddy is. And like, I remember Jai was on here. Like, if somebody can tag Jai, tag Jai. I remember when Jai was on here and Jai was saying, like, you know, we basically going through the same shit. Like, want a relationship. Like, girl, if you look at this live, please do that for me. Like, it don't matter what your daddy did. It don't matter. Like, I'm not gonna say it don't matter, but you need that to know who you are, because at some point, if you still having feelings about your daddy not being in your life, you're still stuck at that little girl where he left you at. And you have to heal that. In order to heal that, you have to hear from him. It's not good enough that your mama say, oh, your daddy was a good man. It's not good enough that your mama say, oh, well, he left because A, B, and C. No, he got to tell you that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he gotta tell you that. And I'm just calling on Jai because Jai knew, like I said, we both was interacting about that on my live, and she was saying, like, you know, basically, you know, agreeing to everything I say. And it's just like, I lost my daddy. I talked about that 3 days ago, how I wanted to have a relationship with him, and today he's not here for me to do that. So and if you notice, I only get choked up when I say he's not here. And like I said, please don't confuse my emotion of crying with me having a relationship. And I mean, it's the lack of, like, you know what I'm saying? So I never want that to be misconstrued, because I'm very real. I have raw emotion. Like, what you see is what you get from me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the fact that he not, and I gotta keep on saying that so I can get that through my head, because I gotta understand too. I'm not gonna always understand right now. You know what I'm saying? I got to understand it. I got to understand that it's gonna be some shit that I don't understand that's happening right here and now, and I'm gonna gain understanding later. Like, this I know it's happening for a reason. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, I am saying I don't know which way to go, and that's okay. It's all right to be confused, because everything not meant for you to understand, and I gotta learn that. I gotta learn that, you know. Thank you, Nigel. But I gotta learn that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to not know sometimes, because everything ain't for you to know. You know what I'm saying? Everything right now that's happening, I'm going to tell y'all how God works. So I told y'all, I left. I contemplated. I got the call at 1 something. I contemplated for an hour and something. I left at 3:33. I say, okay. I looked up angel number 333. If you look it up, it will say encouragement. Like, just, you know, you build an encouragement, like the angel on your side. And it also say too, this is an awakening for you to realize your purpose in life. All right, cool. I let that slide. After I deleted my video, the first one I made today, about me grieving, like, you know, not having closure, I'm just outside, you know, running it. My son called me. 2 years old now. I'm about to fuck your head up with this. Mess your head up with this. My 2-year-old son called me. Everybody know that's my light of my life. He called me and he said, Mommy, I found a bird. I'm like, a bird? A little baby bird. He ain't scared of the bird. The bird just right there. Like, the bird was like hurt or something. The bird just right there. So he saying, I'm going to feed it, Mommy. It's hurt. I'm going to feed it grass. He like grass. So cool. So I'm just looking at him. Now, he don't know nothing that's going on. I'm looking at him like this. He said, Mommy, what are you doing? Why are you biting your nails? I said, I don't know, 3. I'm just biting them. And he said, let me see. Do it again. And I did it again. And he said, I don't like when you do that. Don't do that, mommy. Cool. So then he said, I love you. Out the blue. He said, I love you so much, mommy. I said, oh, I love you too, 3. So then he said, oh, look, mommy, it's raining. So then, you know, got off the phone, kind of broke it down mentally. That little bird, yeah, I felt that. That little bird, that little hurt bird, that's me. Like, that's the younger 5-year-old me. Like, and my son, God know how to speak through your kids because he know that's the only thing I love. And he know that it don't matter what I'm going through. When he call, oh, I'm happy because I love him so much. Like, he just wake me up. So by him telling me, like, he knew something was wrong. He said, I don't like when you do that, mommy. Like, I don't really like, I feel your energy and I'm not really, you know. And it's just like God sent that message through him. And I got it. And I'm like, shit, you know what? That ain't for me to understand. It ain't for me to understand why my daddy died before I could ask him what I wanted to ask him. Because maybe I wouldn't go get the answers that I wanted. You know, we already have these questions pre-answered in our head. Because I need you to tell me this. And if you don't tell me that, then that might fuck everything up. And maybe that was the thing. And this is just me talking off the fly. Like, this is me just being really real. Like, maybe he wasn't going to give me, maybe he wasn't able to give me what I wanted him to give me. Maybe he would have said something that I wasn't ready for him to say. And that would have pushed me further away. And I would have been guilty about him dying because I would have felt like because he was real with me and he did not give me the answer that I expected him to give me, that pushed me away. And because that pushed me away, I was no longer able to have a relationship with him because he didn't, you know, conform to what I wanted him to say. So with that being said, I'm just every day, every second of life, I'm just going through it and just trying to understand that it's okay not to understand. Like, I pray for that. I pray that I'm okay with not understanding. You ain't never hear nobody pray for that. You pray for understanding. I pray that I know that it's okay for me not to understand. I pray that my faith continues to grow, that, and I know that if I really believe in God, that God ain't gonna do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? God ain't gonna leave me thinking something when it ain't. So, like, you know, sometimes I can't really put my words into words because it's just my brain goes so fast, and it's just like everybody can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can't really understand where I'm coming from because I'm not talking about what you usually want me to talk about. So, like I said, it's just, yes, Naja, my baby always do that. But it's just real deep for me because this is my first time crying. And I found that out at 1 a.m. when I got the call, did not shed a tear. On my son, did not shed a tear. I felt like I should have cried. I needed to cry. But that was that 5-little girl saying, don't cry. You know what I'm saying? We got to identify with that. That's that this the 26-year-old girl saying don't cry, but the 5-year-old little girl, she been hidden. You know what I'm saying? It's been numb so long. She been numb so long. She don't even know how to cry. You know what I'm saying? I want to. She want to cry. But the 26-year-old me, the armor that I done built around my heart, it just don't let me cry because I don't know if y'all know about trauma and psychology, but when something is so traumatic to you, your brain automatically blocks it, meaning like you don't really have a lot of memory of it because it's so traumatic to your brain, it just blocks it out. So that's the 5-year-old little girl, like, you know, she got the little one hand up in the sand, you know what I'm saying, trying to get out. And then the 26-year-old, I got them shackles on my heart. It ain't letting her break through. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that gotta come out. Just like I tell y'all, like, with anything, you can't, how you manifest stuff into the world and you believe that it come through off of manifestation, that's the same thing with healing. When you speak it and you heal it, that's the only way you can heal it. If you speak it, you can't keep it up in here. You can't say, man, I wish this happened. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak that. And you gotta make sure that you're in a safe place so people go really embrace that. Embrace your truth. I don't need nobody. I embrace me. I done built me up. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But I have flaws. You know, I push stuff down and I don't really allow myself to feel, because when I was that little girl who felt and opened up my heart and believed that my daddy was coming to get me, that it ain't go right. So that only taught me that I can't do that. So like I said, in life, I've walked around how I say bag lady, like I walked around with that. I'm the bag lady. I'm a 5-year-old little girl with a body bag in there. You know how heavy a body is? I'm 5 years old doing that, carrying that around in my life. I done went to college. I done graduated from college. Like, I done all these amazing things. Like, I'm an excellent mother. I communicate well, as y'all can see. I'm a very well-spoken and outspoken person. But it's still that little girl in there behind all that. Like, you know, and let me read y'all comments. God won't give you more than if that's again. Yes. Yes, y'all. And I don't want y'all to cry, but it's real. Like, and right now I'm being very vulnerable because I don't know. You know, just like I come on here, I'm sure about things. Everything I talk about as far as trauma, I'm sure about that. I know that. I've experienced that. I'm experiencing you experience it every day. And like I say, anything that I don't speak, I don't heal. And I know that when I got that call, I couldn't cry because the 26-year-old me told a 5-year-old little girl, no more crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really know yourself for you to say that. For me to say that, I had to really dig deep and really analyze myself. That comes from self-evaluation and self-analyzing. Like, I know me. It didn't want to let me do that. It didn't want to let me and that 5-year-old little girl have a connection because I done buried her so long ago. But now it's coming out. I didn't understand that. And like I said, I still don't understand why I feel like God put me out there, made me put myself out there. And me putting myself out there is me making up my mind saying, I'm going to do this. Like, for real this time. Like, I'm going to be the parent one more time. I'm going to be the parent to my daddy. I'm going to be the parent that I want my daddy to be. I'm going to show him how I go. He made me do that one more time. And then that last time is the last time because I never got to have that conversation. I never got to have that. I didn't even think about it. Like, when I got off this live, I said, okay, I'm going to hit my brother up, you know, ask him, can he really do that for me or whatever. Never even got the chance to do that. 3 days later, 3 or 4 days later, I really think it's 3 days or shorter than that when I was on here talking about how I want to have a relationship with my daddy. And today, on Memorial Day, I no longer have my daddy. And that 5-year-old little girl would no longer have closure verbally with him. It can come spiritually, which I do believe it will come. And just even doing this, you know, even thank you. Yes, I'm very real. What you see is what you get. I'm not like everybody else, and I'm not going to conform to anybody else. I'm not going to be who nobody want me to be. I'm going to speak my truth, and that's that, while also being mindful and not taking away from nobody else. And that's why I deleted my first video, because I felt like I didn't want my siblings to, I didn't want to disturb the image or the relationship they had with him because of my experience. So, just like I said, I'm hurt for my son, because he met my son one time. I'm sure my son won't remember it, but that's not the principle. The principle is I know that he failed me as a parent, and as much as I wanted him to make it up with my son as a grandparent, he no longer has that option. And who am I to say that me getting him on here wouldn't go be his breakthrough? That's what I think about. I feel like I would have been his breakthrough, because I'm so real, and I can really tell him, like, look, I'll meet you where you at. You ain't gotta be nobody else. You don't gotta be clean for me. I don't want that. I want who you is right now so I can understand you. I want to know why I attract damaged people when I ran away from you and you was damaged. And I'm damaged. You know what I'm saying? I want to know why, and I felt like I needed him to tell me that. Like I said, I feel like I needed him to tell me, like, it wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it wasn't me. 26-year-old saying it wasn't me. But 5-year-old saying, you know, Probably because of, your mama and, him and your mama relationship, or, I can think so many things. And it's just like, I feel like to just put myself out there like that and to really like be vulnerable like that and to not get that chance. It's really, like I said, it's no guilt, because who I am is who I was, who I am. I've never, like how I'm telling y'all this, and like I don't do the whole crying thing on live. Like this is just tears of like, just like I said, it's no guilt, because every time I seen him, if I was close, I pulled up. I'm pulling up. I'm coming check on you. It's been times I done pulled up to his house and he went there, and I still stayed there waiting on him to come, and he never came because he was out getting high, or, probably out just high. And I'm okay with that, because I felt like having a piece of him was better than what I've been dealing with. What I've, I felt like having a piece of him was okay with me. Like, I don't know. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, I just want y'all to know, like, please, if everybody have an expiration date, and right, and it's just like, I don't deliberately put up a fence, but I would be a fool to go through something and not apply what I went through to my life. So I'll break it down. I would be a fool to understand how bad it was to feel hurt and not like logically say, hey, I don't like that feeling, so I don't want to be hurt no more. Like, you're a fool if you feel hurt and you're okay with feeling pain after pain. Something is wrong. There's something wrong with you. So what do? You learn from that. You say, okay, well, he hurt me. Okay, and that hurt it really bad. I can't take it no more. So you're naturally gonna put up a guard or a fence or whatever, a lock, whatever you want to symbolize it. Like, you're naturally gonna do that, and then unconsciously, you're doing that all throughout life. So you think it's a one-time lock from him. 5-year-old thinking it's a one-time shutdown from him, but no, I'm still 5. Like, I'm 26. Definitely. But I'm still 5 on the inside. Cause like, it's like, I need that. I need that daddy. Like, I want that. I need that. It's past once. Like, you know how you get that car and you save up for that car, and no matter what you got going on, you're not going in that savings because you know that's for something really special. That's how I am. Like, with that. I didn't put it as a priority, but it was definitely something that I definitely wanted. It was gonna be new. And like I said, I'm 26. I was okay with having a daddy at 26. Meeting a daddy at 26. I was okay with that. And that goes to show you the depth of my pain, the depth of my hurt, that I'm willing to allow you to possibly fuck me up because I need you so bad. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that. And like I say, if you speak that and you really believe that in your heart, that you want a relationship with somebody or mend a relationship or whatever, like, you don't know when that time is going to end. So never say, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow, because tomorrow might not get here. The end of the day ain't going to get here. You know how many people seen my daddy yesterday? An hour before he died, 2 hours, 30 minutes before he died. I think about all that. I think about when he, and that was it. I think about that. I think about, did he think about that? Like, how he felt. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter the hurt, I'm still compassionate, and I'm still a human, so I'm still going to feel for you even if you hurt me. And that's one thing that I dislike about myself. You can hurt me so bad, and because I have a good heart, I'm still going to feel for you in the midst of my hurt. I'm going to push my hurt to the side because I can deal with that later, but I need you to know you're not alone. And I don't like that, because it confuses me. It makes me feel like, oh, you dumb. Like, why would you, this person just hurt you? But it's just in me. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, if that's something that you really want to do, I love you too, Isha. If that's something that you really, really speak and say that you want to do, like, do that. I done came all out my lashes. Lashes right here. I done came all out my lashes. Because this is real. Like, you know how many... I don't think y'all understand. When y'all say he got a lot of kids, that's how many fatherless kids is going on. Even though if he was an absent parent, if he was never there, we still never had we would never have the opportunity to get that, even if we wanted to. He would never have the opportunity to give us that. And who says he didn't want to give us that? You know what I'm saying? But when you fighting so many demons and you got so much going on, you know, it's hard to give yourself to the people that need you, because you got to deal with you first. And I'm cool. I understand that. And I think that's what's going to keep me going, knowing, but I don't feel like it's right for people to feel like I have to accept that. I don't have to accept that, because ain't nobody going to accept me walking out on my son. I'm going to be a deadbeat mom. I'm going to be this, that, and the other. So you can't put that on me, saying I should have. Oh, he been doing that for so long. Who cares? When he go stop? He been doing it for so long. He done had all these kids. What's going to be the breaking point? You know what I'm saying? Why I had to come to this? That's how I feel. That's how I think. You know, and everybody not going to agree with me because they not ready to speak that real. See, me, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to speak it. Because when y'all out living y'all life, I'm dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's a part of my healing process. And everybody not ready for how you heal. And I'm cool with that. You could stay around me. Cool. I'm good. But, like I say, if you have somebody that you really need to do that with, like, do it. Because tomorrow, that's true. Tomorrow, I just made that live a couple days ago saying that. And look how that happened. Just made the live a couple days ago saying that. That I want to have a relationship with him and bring him on here. And look what happened. And I got one picture of him. And just so happened that one picture is of me, him, and my son. And he was clean. He wasn't high. He was so... That's amazing that I have that memory of him. So, thank y'all for tuning in. And I'm sorry for coming out my lashes because I don't like that. And I'm sorry for crying on here but I just need... This is real. And this is something that I'm going to deal with every day. And like I said, I don't necessarily pray for understanding, because I got that. I'm very understanding. I pray for being okay with not understanding, because that's what I need to know. It's okay to not understand what's going on right here and now, but when I get through it, I'm going to win through it. When, W-H-E-N, I get through it, I'm going to win, W-I-N, through it. And that's so thank y'all so much. And of course, prayers are always appreciated. And I think like my next step from here is definitely reaching out to my siblings and really trying to build a genuine bond with them, because I figure if I know them, I will essentially know him, because we all are a part of him in some type of way. Thank you, T. Joyce. And so yes, and if any one of my siblings are watching this, I definitely don't want to take away from your grieving experience, your grieving moment. This is just who he was to me, and I don't ever want to paint a picture about him to y'all. It's just my experience, my truth, my healing process. And yes, I definitely need to make it a priority to really be involved with my siblings. And sometimes it takes for stuff like that to happen, for you to really like, that's my only option. You know what I'm saying? That's my only option. Like, and even like my younger siblings, like, man, I don't care if the memories was bad. Y'all have memories of him. I don't think they really understand it. Like, I don't have nothing. I can't say, oh, I remember when my daddy came came such and such, and he was like, I don't have that. They could say, man, I remember my dad came inside so drunk one day, he was fucked. Y'all had that memory, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm the one, I feel like I'm the one who deserve a daddy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the stuff they take for granted, I'm the one, like, I would have been okay with that memory. Like, I don't know, it's just hard to explain without me feeling like I'm stepping on somebody else's toes, or me just, I don't know. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I definitely hope and pray that this helped somebody with something. I know it did, because I seen y'all comments. Thank y'all, and I love everybody who love me. I love y'all 20 times more than the people who don't. But nah, thank y'all so much. It was very refreshing to even vent and really just be me, and just so y'all know the podcast is gonna be dope. Talking with a Twist. If y'all want to support me financially, it's gonna be Talking with a Twist is my Cash App or whatever like that. But yes, definitely something. It's gonna be dope. As y'all can see, like, it's just real topics, real news, real feed, raw emotion. Like, this is me. Thank y'all for tuning in.